guys, Ness here, and I just wanted to do a quick little update video for the channel, and also just not necessarily how-to, but my 2 cents on what you should do before you go sell a dirt bike, or any motorcycle for that matter, but mainly a dirt bike. We got Emily's bike here that I cleaned up today, and we actually have someone coming out to look at it tonight. So I'm just kind of been going through the whole bike and just kind of want to show and share with you what I did. I kind of wish I would have thought about this before I started, so I could actually kind of show you like before and after. I do apologize for the lighting in here. It's kind of bad in the shop, or in this garage. So we'll just work with what we got. I'm going to take a look here at what I use to wash my bike. So I have a Greenworks. I think I got this from like Lowe's or Home Depot. It was like, it's 1500 psi. It's automotive. It's not for pressure washing your house. Plus it's electric. And if you're washing a bike, you want it to be under 1600 psi. From a lot of people's recommendations. Kind of make sure that I get everywhere, like every little nook and cranny. Obviously any electrical parts or stuff like that with the pressure washer, keep a distance, don't blast right on it. For your muffler, that's actually something I should show. There's like a little rubber boot you can put in your exhaust, so that you don't have water dripping down into your engine. I'll show you one of those right now. Kind of make sure that I get everywhere, like every little nook and cranny. Obviously any electrical parts or stuff like that with the pressure washer, keep a distance, don't blast right on it. For your muffler, that's actually something I should show. There's like a little rubber boot you can put in your exhaust, so that you don't have water dripping down into your engine. I'll show you one of those right now. So here's the exhaust plug I was just talking about, and obviously it fits many different sizes of silencers. The butt plug, if you will. And this is just FMF one. You'll see them in the stores sometimes. They say remove before flight, because some guys will leave these in and it's got like a tag that says remove before flight. And it doesn't work out so well when you're trying to start your bike if you have one of those in, because obviously you can't push anything through. You're all clogged. So, but it just, so that's a little something I use. Plus I use a grunge brush here for my chain. And then to wash the whole bike, I have been using Dirt Bandit, which is a local product made here in Oregon. Dirt Bandit actually sponsored my mini moto race, so got to try out some of his stuff, and I gotta tell you, it's pretty amazing stuff. Like, you just start squirting the stuff on your bike, the dirt and grease just automatically is just dripping off. It's non-corrosive, it's biodegradable, it's similar, it'd be no different than using Simple Green on your bike, but I think this stuff works a lot better. So like I said, Dirt Bandit, maybe I'll put a link down below of where you can get it. I'm pretty sure you can order it online. I'm not positive, but I think maybe. So other things I used just to clean my bike, well, at the end, some chain guard, chain lube, and it's just it's safe for O-rings and off-road everything. It's also clear, so it doesn't leave a bunch of cast off when you apply it to your chain. Also, guys, I have this stuff that I use every once in a while, mainly when I'm going to sell a bike, and this is Plastic Renew, and I'll show it to you here. There's the stuff, and it has like an applicating, let me see here, one-handed camera work. Okay, so this is just paper towel that I left in there, so we don't need that. And this is just a little bit of Scotch-Brite type stuff to our steel wool, and that actually gets the dirt out of some of the, like when you get dirt kind of gets embedded in your plastic. So Apparently the guy that's going to buy Emily's bike, or is looking at Emily's bike, is on his way, so I'm going to rush through this. This is going to make... It's going to force it so this video doesn't drone on. Hey guys, I'm back. I just showed the bike off and have a potential buyer. Guy made an offer. This bike has had the suspension done for Emily custom, so I mean, it's got softer springs, and it's also been lowered. And so a few people have been like, they're trying to, I don't know if they're trying to use it as a haggle point, or they're just concerned about what it's going to cost them to reset the suspension up for themselves. So that's been like the only issue with the bike, which is kind of a weird one considering we like paid money to have, the suspension done, and now it's like coming back to, kind of bite us in the butt a little bit trying to sell it. But it's not that much money to get it done, to get the stock stuff back in and get it set for yourself, because it's kind of already been through, especially if it's, I've been trying to send them back to the company that I had the suspension done through. But we'll see. Everybody's a little different in what they want and what they think, but really you should have your suspension done. So it's kind of like a good thing if you buy this bike, because it's like it forces you to get the suspension done, and you're having the best ride. So anyways, so yeah, this bike could be she could be gone soon, so we'll just admire her one last time here. So yeah, the other thing too I forgot to mention is I use a product called SC1, which let me grab that real quick. So another trick is using this SC1, and guys, I'm not sponsored by any of these products for videos or anything like that. I had Dirt Bandit over here. They sponsored my mini moto race, so I just like to support the local guys and the brands, and the brands that I like and use. So like I said, this stuff here, you just wash your bike, and then you just put a little coat of it, and it smells like fruit almost. It's weird, but you just spray this on Maxima racing oils, and it's just what is it? Yeah, it's just a clear coat, and you let it sit for a minute, and you just wipe it off with a rag, and look how shiny. I mean, you can almost see the camera in that. So, and it just gives a nice shine to the bike. It makes the seat, everything look nice and good. So yeah, just little stuff like that, man, goes a long way. Just making sure the bike is clean and polished. And like I said, just these decals are both like kind of coming up a little bit ago, and then I just used a heat gun and reapplied it, and yeah, just kind of go through it, kind of go through the bike and kind of make it look like what you'd want to see when you came up to buy a brand new bike. I mean, I think that's the key, is like, you want to come up to, when you're looking for a bike, you want a clean bike. At least most people do. I do. Can't a guy just make a damn video? That was the guy that was interested in the bike asking me more about the suspension. So Emily comes out and was like, got me all distracted off the camera. Now I can't even remember what I was talking to you guys about. So let's just brief run through here. This is going to be the most worst video ever. But whatever, I don't care. So yeah, what I did to this bike to get it ready. Clean the chain with a chain brush and used degreaser. I used Dirt Bandit all over the bike, plastics, metal, everything. Pressure washed the whole bike with a 1500 psi electric pressure washer. I dried the bike off with a towel, and I oiled the chain with a clear coat chain lube. I used a plastic restore in order to get some of the deeper dirt that happens when it gets in your plastics after you fall. Helps remove that. I used a heat gun to kind of reapply decals and graphics that are kind of slowly starting to pick up on the ends from dust and riding. Cleaned everything really good with a towel and a brush, and just like I said, pressure washed it, made sure everything looks good. I went through and oiled the oil filter, cleaned and oiled the oil filter, cleaned out the compartment. I also charged the battery, cleaned out the area underneath the seat and sprayed the whole bike in SC1, and then kind of, it's like waxing it, and then dried it off. So that's what I did. I think, you know, if you do, and it really only took me like an hour, so maybe an hour and a half. So if you want to sell something and you want to get the most amount of money for selling your bike, then, you know, go through it and do a couple little things that don't take very much time, but it's all about appearance. Like, I mean, this bike only has 16 hours on it. You know, it runs well too, so I mean, you know, but even if your bike may have a hiccup or two, I mean, if it's something big, be honest. Like, don't be one of those guys on Craigslist or, you know, selling bikes. But I mean, you know, to really make your bike shine, and then people will kind of, you know, overlook certain things that maybe they'd nitpick before. So okay guys, that's it this time. Finally, Ness out. Thanks for the support. I'll see you next time.